In the previous issue, in the current Star Wars comic series, Luke and R2-D2 traveled to the planet of Sorelia, looking for someone who appeared to Luke in a number of visions he had, and who he believed could help him locate a new lightsaber after Episode 5. Although he fell into one of her traps upon the planet, Luke would find a woman named Verla, and after telling her he was training to become a Jedi, believing she'd been one as well, Verla attempted to convince Luke to choose a different path, ultimately revealing details about Order 66 and the Inquisitorius, explaining how the latter assisted Vader in eliminating the Jedi who survived Order 66. However, upon sensing Luke was hiding something, Verla discovered Luke was Vader's son, prompting her to attempt to eliminate him, causing water to rush into a pit Luke was trapped in. In today's issue, while Verla believes she succeeded in eliminating the son of Darth Vader, she was approached by R2-D2 who located them, who rescued Luke by first shocking Verla and then releasing Luke from the pit and helping him regain consciousness. Verla would later regain consciousness as well, finding Luke preparing them a meal, with Luke explaining that while he might be Vader's son, he wasn't there to eliminate her, making it clear that he was Luke Skywalker, and who his father might be didn't matter. Upon hearing the name of Skywalker, Verla told Luke she recognized the name in connection to Anakin Skywalker, with Luke wanting to know as much about him as possible. Referencing information we saw revealed in the 2017 Darth Vader comic, she explained that the Jedi Farron Barr had told her Anakin was a hero of the Clone War and a great Jedi before something happened that made him become Darth Vader. Luke thanked Verla for the information, and then explained his visions to her where she'd been holding out a lightsaber to him, believing she might therefore have one to give him. Verla revealed she didn't have one, but she did know where one was located. However, just as she did earlier, she attempted to convince Luke not to continue on his path to become a Jedi, explaining that it was a path she was once committed to and which provided only fear, pain, and death, with Vader and the Inquisitors always searching for Jedi and leaving destruction where they went. Luke tried to explain that it may have been the Force who saved her so that she could ultimately help him, but regardless, Verla was clear. She was finished with the Force, the Jedi, and the Sith, and only wanted to live on Sorelia away from those aspects. When Luke was still adamant that he needed to find a lightsaber, Verla became frustrated, again attempting to get Luke to understand that the Force was a trap, believing it simply used individuals for its purposes, and Verla wanted Luke to know he didn't have to follow its will and warning him once more, trying to convince him to follow her example. But she also knew Luke had no interest in that, as Luke expressed that while he understood her point of view, the galaxy needed help, and he had to try to do what he could. With that, in exchange for Luke promising that he would never bother her again, Verla revealed the location where she knew Luke would find a lightsaber, which was within an old Jedi outpost from the High Republic era. However, she also provided Luke with a warning, explaining it was guarded by something ominous she sensed there. Despite Verla's warning, Luke and R2 traveled to the planet, flying through a storm to get where they needed to go. Eventually, Luke located the Jedi Outpost, using the Force to open the door to continue inside. After entering the outpost, Luke was shocked to find that everything was still there, including a lightsaber that looked very similar to the lightsabers used by the Jedi Temple guards, both its hilt and also its yellow blade as we'll see. Picking it up, Luke was confident he would become a Jedi. However, once the lightsaber was in Luke's hands, he was confronted by a vision of the Grand Inquisitor, who was consumed by flames. When Luke asked who he was, the Grand Inquisitor explained that he'd once been a Jedi, wielding a lightsaber like the one Luke now held, but he then chose a path with Vader and the Emperor, helping them locate and eliminate the Jedi who still remained after Order 66. Even more, he continued to help them by killing anyone who found their way to the outpost, a path created by Vader himself, believing it would be a role he would always have to carry out. But Luke was committed to ensuring the Grand Inquisitor would never get that opportunity again, and igniting the yellow blade of his new lightsaber, he confronted the Inquisitor. However, upon doing so, we then see that Vader sensed something connected to the Jedi Outpost and the trap that he set there, deciding to travel to the outpost immediately. During their duel, the Grand Inquisitor was initially unimpressed with Luke's skills, wondering who trained him and mocking the fact that Luke called himself a Jedi. When Luke confirmed he might not be a Jedi yet, but would someday, the Grand Inquisitor was committed to ensuring that never happened. And as their duel continued, Luke would be surprised to see his opponent ignite the second blade of his double-bladed lightsaber. Luke then told the Grand Inquisitor that he wasn't just attempting to be a part of the Jedi, but the Jedi Order, a goal that was strengthened after seeing what was within the outpost. However, the Grand Inquisitor tried to get Luke to understand that the era of the Jedi and their order was over, delivering a kick to Luke that knocked him to the ground, and telling him that he could believe what he wanted, as it didn't save the Jedi and wouldn't save Luke either. But when the Grand Inquisitor was about to deliver a killing blow, Luke reached out with the Force to push the Inquisitor, and after getting to his feet, cut off the hand that was holding the red double-bladed lightsaber, before delivering a final strike of his own, all while explaining the importance of the path he'd chosen. Ultimately, we would see Vader within the Jedi Outpost, telling the Grand Inquisitor that he failed, who replied by explaining that Luke was powerful. But more important, the Grand Inquisitor told Vader that he'd assisted him for so long, and asked if he ever had a chance of being released, with Vader telling the Inquisitor that he was a tool, and as such, he would continue to carry out his role for Vader. Repeating the final words he told Kanan in the Rebels TV series, the Grand Inquisitor simply expressed that there were worse things than death as he faded away. The issue ends with Luke and R2 returning to the Rebel fleet, reuniting with Leia. Given the difficulties the rebellion had after escaping from Hoth, Leia then asked Luke to try to provide some motivation to everyone, with Luke understanding, and the final scene showing him igniting the yellow blade of his new lightsaber. So there we have it, how Luke found a new yellow-bladed lightsaber and dueled the Grand Inquisitor within a Jedi Outpost. Thank you very much to all of the Patreon members of Star Wars Reading Club, as your support is so greatly appreciated. You can find all of our social media links and a link to our Star Wars gaming channel in the description below, for updates and even more Star Wars content. We love making these videos, so why not subscribe for more fun Star Wars theories and discussions. Also, if you enjoyed the video, think about giving a like or leaving a comment. If not for me... for unexpected returns.